Another death connected to the NFL. This time it's Raiders legend George Atkinson, known for his fierce hits, dies at age 78. No cause of death revealed for this guy. That not surprising, right? Not surprising whatsoever. There's a lot of slides here. I'll probably play a video, but let's get a couple of these connections out of the way first. Check this out, because he has these two sons right here that they're also not with us anymore. You're going to have to look at the screen. SUICIDE, self deletions. Josh Atkinson, you see on the left. These are twin sons of George Atkinson. And you have the other twin, George the Third, on the right. So this trending story right now of their father, he's George Atkinson the second. So you see his twin sons, who both played for Notre Dame, George Atkinson the third, having a brief NFL career, that including a stint with the Raiders. His dad also played for the Raiders for 10 years. Josh on the left, and they both self-deleted themselves. Josh in 2018, George the Third in 2019. Now, SUICIDE, check that out. 70 in the original cipher. George Atkinson equals 70 in reduction. And it's a 70-day span from the father's death to his next birthday, which now he's not around. Supposedly, he's not around now to see it. A 70-day span from start to end. So it syncs up with his son's unalivings with the 70 right there and the name George Atkinson. It's like your life is a script, and it's gonna just follow like your family history. Somehow they make it. That's how they make it happen. Isn't that wild? Even George equals 39. Look right there. George equals 39, and one of his twins, George the Third, died in 2019. You see, 20 plus 19 is 39. The Raiders called Atkinson the anchor of the team's Soul Patrol, secondary of the 1970s, that helped lead the team to its first Super Bowl. The 70s? Another 70? Atkinson played 144 games in his career, spending 10 seasons with the Oakland Raiders and a final season with the Broncos. He played in 7 AFL or AFC championship games. 7. 70 is like 7. So this is a hard-hitting safety. Explain George Atkinson II's play on the field. George Atkinson II, often called the Hitman, interesting, was a legendary defensive back and return specialist for the Oakland Raiders, known for his ferocious, intimidating, and physical style of play as part of the notorious Soul Patrol. And again, secondary in the 1970s, Atkinson and his teammates struck fear into the hearts of opponents. We just had the death with Nick Mangold, connected to the Jets. We had the Mark Sanchez stabbing incident. That was connected to the Jets. And there's been at least a couple other deaths lately as well. I just can't think of them right now. Let's on the fly put the Hitman and Soul Patrol. They have it right here in quotes, connected with this team when they were the Oakland Raiders, and this guy's nickname the Hitman. Let's go on the fly, just because if a 70 pops up, that would be wild. No 70 with the Hitman. Let's put Soul Patrol. They said that was like kind of a nickname of this secondary or whatever. Soul Patrol. Okay, I don't really notice anything. I do notice something amazing. Look at this. This connects to a slide coming up. Look at the 41 with Soul Patrol. This guy's birthday is the first month of the fourth day, or the fourth day of the first month, 41. Look, we just hit on it. You see? His birthday is the fourth day of the first month. He's born in 47. SUICIDE equals 47 with both his sons. Look at the 34 in the reduction cipher. And one of the twins, George Atkinson III, has the 34 with the Raiders in his brief NFL career. George Atkinson II equals 178. He dies at 78. Wow, look, he's got 4 and 3 on his jersey right there. 4 plus 3 is 7. And I just told you his birthday is the fourth day of the first month. Soul Patrol equals 41. Nickname for the secondary of this unit he was a part of uh, on the Raiders. Roger McCreary, he just got traded to the Rams. His next February 10th birthday is the 41st day of the year. And Nick Mangold, former Jet center, died at age 41. Look at these connections with these football stories trending. Los Angeles Rams pick up Roger McCreary. Look at that cipher up top to bottom. ABC 123, Los Angeles Rams 160. The current Raiders are the Las Vegas Raiders 160. George Atkinson 160. And there's Roger McCreary with that Rams trade. Look at the 106, 106 days before his birthday. 106 is kind of like 160. Flip the 6 and the 0. And you see the Nick Mangold story, dead at age 41. World's oldest president, Paul Biya, wins Cameroon election at 92. Notice Oakland Raiders. You know, that's it was Oakland when George Atkinson played for them. 132 like New York Jets, 132 like Cameroon. And Oakland Raiders equals 60 like New York Jets. And these are tragedies trending at the same time, connected to the NFL. And you see it even crosses over to this political connection with Paul Biya, World's oldest president. You even get that 60, which is like 160 right there. And Paul Biya, his birthday is even the 13th day of the second month, which I pointed out in that decode. Wow, Nick Mangold's got the 74 on his jersey. George Atkinson, born in 47, the reverse. Even Mangold equals 1, 2, 3. So 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that was the Raiders' first Super Bowl title. And it was against the Vikings. Super Bowl 11, it looks like. It was January 9th, 1977. 5 days after George Atkinson's birthday. This is just some extra right here. Look at the 13s. Or I should just say the 1 and the 3. 130, 103, 31, 113, 131. Another 103. He played 1 year with the Broncos. Broncos 103 like Atkinson. Next birthday, dead before it, 31 and 13 numerology. Even politics equals 113 and 103, which connects to the Paul Biya connection. You even get a 13 born on the 13th with that guy. And those you see more 13s there. Okay, so we can play these. Let's play both of these videos now.
We remember George Atkinson, the legendary Oakland Raiders safety, who has passed away at the age of 78. Atkinson, a fierce competitor, was known as the heart of the Soul Patrol defense that led the team to their first Super Bowl win in the 1970s. His family confirmed his passing in Georgia, and while the cause was not disclosed, the Raiders expressed deep sorrow over the loss of a man who not only excelled on the field, but also remained a mentor and friend to many in the organization. During his impressive 10-season career with the Raiders, Atkinson recorded 33 interceptions and was known for his hard-hitting style of play, famously stating, "Football is a collision sport." His legacy continues to resonate as a reminder of his influence and spirit in the game, and he will be greatly missed by friends, team.
Dead at age 78. 7 plus 8 is 15. Is the 15th prime number 47 and he's born in 47?
George Atkinson, a hard-hitting former Raiders safety who struck fear in the opposition, has died. He was 78. The Raiders said Atkinson's family informed the team of his death on Monday. The team said he died in Georgia without revealing a cause of death.
No cause of death. Yes, 15th prime number is 47. Dead at 78. 7 plus 8 is 15. Born in 47. Woo! Okay, so there was a lot of slides, but I'm glad. So was his father a football player? George Atkinson II's father. Okay, there is I think they're talking about this George Atkinson. I think they're just pulling up this guy and his sons again. The elder George Atkinson. Okay, that's the one we're talking about here. So maybe he wasn't on the world stage. And this guy again was a safety. He's born on 1/4. I think, does NFL equal 14? Soul Patrol 41, you see it right there. NFL equals 14. There's that 13 again. Even 49, 4 plus 9 is 13. Right there. I always forget to put football in these. Football has the 133 like 13. You get that 43. We saw a 43 on his jersey for the Raiders. He may have wore another number as well. This is very relevant. You know, you think about football, you think about Tom Brady. That's Tom Brady's birthday, August 3rd. And in a non-leap year, that's Peyton Manning's birthday is the 83rd day of the year. You know what I'm saying? So these ciphers very relevant and very exposing of the script. So a lot of football trending, a lot of tragedies. Stop glitching. This guy looks like somebody else. I just can't pick. I just can't point. Put what's the saying? Put my finger on it. Is that what it is? That's disgusting. I just can't think of it right now. This guy looks like another dude. Raider. Okay, and where are the Raiders at right now on the schedule? It looks like they got smoked by the Chiefs on Sunday, October 19th. Are they coming off of a bye or something? Or are they on a bye week? I don't know. It looks like they don't play till November 2nd against the Jags, so they got smoked by the Chiefs. That's interesting that they got the Broncos game coming up as well after the Jags game, and this guy was a member of both. Short stint with the Broncos, but what are the Raiders' record? They're fourth in the West, AFC. They're 2-5. The Chiefs are 43 or 4-3 with that destruction of the Raiders there, as 43 hit throughout this decode. All right, so another one, another death. We'll see if we're going to get a little bit of a break from these deaths and tragedies with the NFL. Again, there's probably more to the story. Some stuff they let us know, and probably some stuff they're not going to let us know. That's my breakdown. I hope you appreciate it. I'll see you next time.